Happy Sunday evening. Yeah, I know, just a few more hours till we have to go back to work tomorrow. Boo. But before that happens, we're going to have a little fun tonight. We've got quite a bit of we've got quite a few things to open. It's a lot of memorabilia, a few little odds and ends, other box breaks, and then the case of luminance. So before we get started ripping into packs and whatnot, let's take a look at some info that we need to go over. So first up there, you will see a quick note about my feedback, and that is to tell you it is completely automated on eBay. So basically that means you never ever have to wait on me. Anytime you post positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. And if you feel inclined to post something other than positive feedback, hey, why don't you give me a little shout first, and I'm sure we can work out whatever it is, as long as, you know, you're reasonable. Sometimes people are not reasonable. Sometimes people bid on it without reading what it is, and then you try to explain it to them, and yeah, they don't care. They're like, no, I expect a brand new full, case of cards for the $4.99 I bid. I'm like, wait, what? But anyway, that's another story. And then, of course, the next thing on that page is to say thanks to everyone who bids and breaks and chats with me. Those of you who stopped by to watch the break and all that, I appreciate having you join me. Next up, we're taking a look at the things that are already listed on eBay. The stuff ends over the course of the next 5 days. New stuff goes up just about every night, and it does usually run 4 or 5 days. So as you see tomorrow night, we're not going to do a whole lot. We'll do an autographed baseball jersey and a case of finest baseball. On Tuesday, an autographed football jersey and a half case of the TriStar Mini football helmets. We did the first half of that case last night. We'll finish it up on Tuesday night. We'll also do another case of Luminance football on Tuesday night. Wednesday, we will do another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, and that's also when Series 2 comes out. So we're going to be busting into a half case of Series 2 Jumbo. Thursday night, we've got a Gold Rush Series 2 autographed mini helmet, a couple of boxes of 2017 Plates and Patches football, and another case of Luminance. On Friday, we've got some 2014 Black Gold, a couple of boxes of 2013 Playbook, a Game Day Greats autographed jersey, another Gold Rush autographed full-size helmet, and some more Topps Finest. So yeah, we're finally going to get back in the groove here of working in some of the products from other years. You know, I often do those 1 and 2 box breaks and hadn't done them much over the last month or so, so we're going to get back in the swing of that as well. This is the order that we're breaking in tonight. There's other information on here as well, but let's start out with that. So first up will be our autographed baseball jersey. That will be followed by the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, the inner case. Followed by, that says 2012, that is right, 2012 Signature Series Baseball, 2011 Prime Signatures Football. I thought I had reversed those for a second. And then finally, our case of Luminance Football. So if you're here for Luminance, I'm going to say you've probably got, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes before Luminance starts, while we're conducting those 4 breaks that I just went over first. So a couple of other things to note here. There's 2 different anticipated shipping dates. One deals with our free shipping items. Those are the first 4 things that I mentioned. Anytime you do a break with me that has completely free shipping, you can plan on it going out 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. So in this case, we're looking at roughly Saturday. Sometimes I'm able to get that out earlier. If I do, awesome. It'll be a happy little bonus for you. But otherwise, kind of plan on Saturday. Our paid shipping break tonight, that is Luminance. I'm anticipating a Wednesday shipping date, and as always, if I can get that out to you quicker, I will. The last thing we need to know on this page is packed full of information, is that if your team is not pulled in a break, you don't pull anything at all, which definitely can happen in the first 4 with the memorabilia and the, signature series and the prime signatures. You are still entitled to a consolation used trading card for your team. It can be from any year. It can be from any series. I track that for a rolling 90-day period, and I would normally send all of those with your next package when you do pull something. If you want your consolation card sent separately by itself, plain envelope, stamp, that kind of thing, shoot me a message in eBay. We'll work out the details and get it on the way to you. Now, I think that's all the boring part, and we're going to get ready to go here. So, 2017-18 Hit Parade Series 10 autograph basketball jersey break number 3. And it ended tonight, Sunday, June the 10th. Everything we're going to open tonight ended tonight on eBay, June the 10th. And of course, you guys are mostly, I think, accustomed to this format where we have team names on the left-hand side and, of course, the eBay user IDs of our winning bidders across from it there on the right-hand side. And I believe that's all we got to do before it's time to get into this one. You are going to notice that the focus here goes out. I'm changing that. I don't use autofocus for the break, but you still are going to be able to see everything fine. But I do know that it makes the background go out of focus for there. And sometimes that will get people a little concerned. So... And I see Misha is looking for some Rockies when we get to Signature Series. And Tennessee Broncos 84. I am sure that you probably saw the info now about the 2011 Prime Signatures, right? So you know where that is. Well, in MCH Power, we just went over all of that, the order that things are breaking in tonight. So did you happen to see that info that I had up there a moment ago? Because I will definitely put that back up there to Much Power. But that was part of what the information we just went over. All right, so it looks like we have Tyreek Evans. I think that's who that is, right? So it looks like to me. And there's our authentication sticker on it. And there's an authentication card to go with it from Hollywood Collectibles. And you can see there it is a Kings jersey. This looks like a custom jersey. I don't see any NBA logo man on it. But nonetheless, a nice little hit there for the Sacramento Kings. Once again, there's your signature and your authentication sticker and your authentication card. So the Sacramento Kings are the big winner for our basketball jersey. And let's get here to next up, which is our Onyx Preferred Players. And Too Much Power, this is going to be the time when you're going to want to look up again, because we're going to once again go over the order that things are breaking in for you here. So things generally break in the order that they end on eBay. So once again, the autographed basketball jerseys, what we just did, the Onyx Preferred Players baseballs, autographed baseballs are coming up next. That is followed by the 2012 Signature Series baseball, followed by the 2011 Prime Signatures football, and finally the Luminance football. So once again, please take note there. If you are in one of the first 4 breaks, your anticipated shipping date is roughly Saturday. That's because all the free shipping breaks go out 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. If you're in Luminance, looking at about Wednesday, that's a paid shipping break. And because I feel like maybe some of this was missed earlier, we're just going to hit the whole thing again. So once again, if you are in one of the first 4 breaks and your team does not pull something, you don't pull a card or an item, you are entitled to a Consolation Used Trading Card. It can be from any year, it can be from any series. It normally ships with your next package. If you want it to go out sooner by itself, just in a plain white envelope, we can work that out. You just shoot me a message and we'll work out the details. I do track those for a rolling 90-day period, the teams that are no-hit teams and don't pull anything. So I think that's got us back on track here and hopefully back ready to go. So we are with 3 2018 Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, full inner case break number 15. And this ended, like everything else we're opening tonight, Sunday, June the 10th on eBay. One little point of differentiation here, you will see there are some teams that say no hits not listed. And basically that just means that particular team was not on the checklist at all that Onyx provided for this product. There's also a team that didn't sell, that's designated there as no bids buyback. I can tell you that we have had a couple of instances recently where a ball is pulled out for a team or a player that wasn't on the checklist. So if it's a player, that wasn't on the checklist, it's going to go to whatever team they are with currently. So hopefully we're not going to find that tonight, but we have, for whatever reason, none in the first cases, in the early cases, but in some of the later cases, we have had 2 or 3 different times where a player has come out that wasn't on the Onyx checklist at all. Too Much Power 2011 Prime Signatures is probably going to be, I don't know, maybe 5-6 minutes from now, something like that. Depending, somewhere in 5 to 10 minute range anyway. It just depends on, you know, how long this takes, if anything comes out that has to be looked up, or if it's all super easy in this one in the next break, because the next break, you know, if it had redemptions or something, could potentially take us a couple minutes longer. So somewhere in the 5 to 10 minute range ought to have you covered on that. All right, so you know me, I like to get them out first, look at the signature, see if we can, like, guess who it is, which I never can, but I like to fool myself and think that I can. That's definitely, well, it's definitely an R and an S. That's hard to say. That's definitely Robert Stevenson, but it may not be Robert Stevenson, but I'm going to guess that it is Robert Stevenson. And there's our Onyx authentication sticker as well. Now we'll find out who it actually is. There is the Onyx authentication card. That will match, of course, the sticker that you saw there on the ball. And am I right? Is it Robert Stevenson? Yeah, it is. So Cincinnati Reds with our first hit tonight, and Robert Stevenson. So next up, let's see who we've got in box number 2. This is like The Price is Right, isn't it? Like what's behind door number 2 kind of thing. Oh, I don't have any idea who that is. Looks like a D and a B, but it might not be a D. It could also be an R, but we'll find out in a second. So our Onyx authenticated sticker for this one. And get all of our little papers out of here. These papers are a little bent up, but that happens sometimes in there. There's your card that goes with the sticker. And this one is Dylan Bundy. So I believe that should be the Baltimore Orioles. Let me double check that, but I am pretty sure that is right. Where are you on here, Dylan Bundy? Is he going to be one of them that's not on our checklist? Maybe. Then I'll have to actually look him up. Let's see. Dylan, are you not on here, brother? Yeah, this may be one who's not on the checklist, but I am pretty sure that he is a Baltimore Oriole. But you know what? Hang tight, kids. I'm going to go look it up here at MLB, and we'll make 100% sure that that is correct. And for the moment, I cannot see chat while I'm looking this up, okay? Because I'm using the iPad that I see chat on to look up and verify that Dylan Bundy is an Oriole, like I think that he is. Yes, in fact, he is, according to MLB.com. So right now we have a Reds ball and an Orioles ball. And now the third one, the third and final, coming out here. And that could be anybody. It could be Alex Reyes. That could be like anybody. I'm not very good at guessing these, am I? I did get one, though. There's an Onyx authentication sticker, a JSA authentication sticker. And there's your Onyx authentication card that matches your sticker. Here's your JSA card that matches your sticker. Once again, that one's kind of bent up, but they often come out kind of bent up because they're in there with a, ball. Oh, it's Ozzie. Awesome. I would not have guessed that was Ozzie's signature, but that's a nice little hit there for the Braves with the Ozzie Albies. So congrats on that one. Very nice hit for Atlanta. All right, so let's recap. We'll start off here with Ozzie for the Atlanta Braves. That is followed up with Dylan Bundy and the Orioles. Which is followed by one Robert Stevenson for Cincinnati Reds. So my Reds get a little hit. I'm going to do one more quick thing here in case we open another set of these before they ship out. I want to make sure this is, break 15. So I'm going to just put a little 15 on the top of these so that there's no possibility for any confusion if they don't get shipped before we do the next ones. We got those locked and loaded, and I will be right back. Let me set them aside. And we're going to open a couple of boxes of 2012 Signature Series Baseball. I got something there on the table. So here's the info again. I expect most of you have probably seen this by now, but just in case somebody hasn't, please take a moment there to review the information you see in regard to both your anticipated shipping date and the information about consolation cards and how that works if your team is not pulled in a break. There's also information about those consolation cards in the auction description for every item that goes up as well. 2 boxes of 2012 Panini Signature Series Baseball break number 9. Also ended tonight, June the 10th, Sunday night. Same format, guys, with teams on the left and your name in lights as the winning bidder across from it there on the right-hand side. And, of course, you probably know the deal with Panini. They are only going to list the city. They're not going to list the full name of the team on these cards because they're licensed through the Players Association, not through MLB. So all they can say, like instead of saying Atlanta Braves, it will just say Atlanta, right? So if we pull something that says New York, it could be Mets or Yankees, and it will always be whichever team they were playing with in 2012, because this is a 2012 product. And because, you know, they would have had the full name on there, or they do their best to put the full name on there. They just can't from licensing. That's what I'm saying. So we could run into that, of course, with New York or Los Angeles or Chicago. And typically I will look those up after the break if I don't know. Unless it's a major hit, then we would stop and look it up during. But if anybody has a question about it and wants it looked up during, we can do that too. So first up for the Rangers, Michael Young. That's what I'm talking about. Instead of saying Texas Rangers, just says Texas. But we know it's the Rangers. And then we have Paul, oh boy, I don't even know how to say his last name. You know I'm terrible with the name pronunciations. For Chicago, that could be White Sox or Cubs. I'm thinking that it is White Sox, but I will verify that before it goes out the door. And then we have Nick Swisher. That could be New York Mets or Yankees. We'll look that one up too before it goes out the door. And again, it'll be where they were playing in 2012. These cards are from 2012. Matt Waiters, Baltimore Orioles. For the St. Louis Cardinals, David Freese. Now we're into the hits. Out of the base cards and the hits are starting. Freddie Galvis for the Philadelphia Phillies, numbered to 299. Little rated rookie patch there. Next out, a rated rookie Marwin Gonzalez to 299 for the Houston Astros. It's kind of a cool little hit for the Astros. A rated rookie David Phelps to 299. Again, that just says New York, so it will be whichever New York team he was playing for in 2012, whether that is Yankees or whether that is Mets. And if you guys want that looked up before we get finished with this break, I will. If nobody requests it, I'll do the way I normally do, which is look it up after the break. It will be wherever it says they were playing on MLB.com when you look up their stats. Bob Gibson, numbered to 25. So there is a nice low number hit for the Cardinals with Bob Gibson to 25. Pretty cool little hit. Devin Mesoraco to 299 for the Cincinnati Reds. We pulled him out of the last break too, I think. But it was a rated rookie patch, and this is one of the game ball signatures instead. Oh, Brooks Robinson. Oh, this is nice. Numbered to 25. There is a little bit of chipping. You can kind of see it there on both of those upper corners in particular. Daggone, that is nice, Orioles. Brooks Robinson to 25. That's a couple of really nice hits out of this box. I like that. That is awesome. And one base card that I accidentally left hanging in the back. Jake Peavy for either the White Sox or the Cubs. Again, whichever one he was playing for in 2012. So let's recap. We have the beautiful little Brooks Robinson for the Baltimore Orioles. Some imperfections in that front corner as well. Actually, both of the top corners on the front, some imperfections. Ditto on the top corners of the back. Still very nice and numbered to 25. Devin Mesoraco for the Cincinnati Reds to 299. And then the beautiful, beautiful little St. Louis Cardinals Bob Gibson to 25. That is not one that you pull very often. David Phelps, numbered to 299, will either be a Yankee or a Met, whichever team he played for in 2012. Marwin Gonzalez, Houston Astros to 299. And Freddie Galvis, Philadelphia Phillies to 299. So that has got us all wrapped up for 2012 Signature Series Baseball. And now it's time for 2011 Prime Signatures. So we're rolling in for you right now. Too Much Power. We are getting ready to do your break. So here we're getting ready to open a new case of Prime Signatures football. So once again, if you guys joined late, guys or gals, please take a moment, review the information that you see there in regard to your anticipated shipping date, as well as consolation cards if your team is skunked in the break and doesn't pull anything. No cards, no memorabilia. 5 boxes of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures football. This is a half case break. It's break number 77. Because it is a half case break, here's what you need to know. It's the start of a brand new case. There are 10 boxes in that case. I will take all 10 boxes out. We'll put them all on the table, number them on the end, and then I will use random.org to determine which ones we open tonight versus which ones we open in the next break. So that way there's no question about how we decide which ones are in any given break. So this happens pretty much anytime I start a brand new case and we're not breaking the full case at once. This is typically how I do it. Now obviously when we're breaking the full case, we don't have to worry about things like that. Just when we're breaking partials at the start of a brand new case. I will bring you along with me momentarily when we go to random, so you'll be able to follow along and watch the selection process, if you will. All right, so 1 through 10 typed in there. I'm simply going to hit random one time. The first 5 numbers that come up will be the corresponding boxes that we open tonight. So it gives us 5, 3, 8, 10, and 7. So 3, 5, 7, 8, and 10. All right, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. I got to remember that myself. 3 and 5, 7, 8, and 10. Let me get the other 5 put back in their case, and then we'll get started on this. Oh, hey, Jeff. I see that Tennessee Broncos answered that question. Thank you, Tennessee, for jumping in there. Yeah, the jersey was the Sacramento Kings, and it was, oh gosh, why am I blanking on who the player was? See, I tell you guys, I don't remember this stuff for like a half a second. I can't remember. But yeah, it was the Sacramento Kings for sure. So Too Much Power. Who do you have in here tonight? Who are you looking for? What teams are you rooting for in 2011 Prime Signatures? So there is 1 pack per box, and usually there is 1 hit per pack. Occasionally we have found packs that have 2 hits in it. That's not super common, but every once in a while you get lucky. It's happened maybe 2 or 3 times out of 77 breaks, so you know, every once in a while. There is definitely the possibility that we can pull a redemption out of one of these. And if we do pull a redemption, you're going to notice that it is expired, okay? However, you do still want to redeem it into your Panini account as if it were not expired. Sometimes they still have these older cards hanging around there. And if they do have it, usually you'll get it within a couple of months on an expired one. So if, 6-8 weeks have gone by, you haven't gotten anything, there's a pretty good chance then that they don't still have that particular card. Now, that having been said, they will work with you to substitute a different team, a different player, something of similar value, but you have to find a live person to make that happen. I suggest using Facebook and or Twitter, okay? And you have the Ravens in here. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see if we can't get some Ravens for you. And then Tennessee Broncos has got the Jags, Saints, and Chargers. All right, well, good luck, everyone. Starting up first, all of our base cards are numbered. All the cards are numbered, including the base, what I meant to say. So Steve Bartkowski to $4.99 Falcons to lead it off. Jack Youngblood, $4.99 Rams. Brian Cushing to $49 for the Texans. And the dreaded redemption, boo. But we're going to set it aside. We'll go to the Panini checklist. I'll take you along with me, and we'll find out who and what that's about at the end of the break. Dallas Clark to $4.99 Colts. Bo Jackson, $4.99 Raiders. No Sean Marino to $99 for the Broncos. Our first live hit in the product is numbered to 49. That is Russ Grimm for the Redskins. I started to say Red Sox. Let's try that again. That'd be the Redskins, not the Red Sox. Maybe a little bit of chipping down there in the diagonal corners. Nothing too extreme, but a little tiny bit. That was a sticker auto. Donald Driver to $4.99 Packers. Deion Sanders, $4.99 Falcons. Jack Youngblood, $99 Rams. And there is a Raven for you. Laquan Williams to $199. That is also a sticker auto. Generally speaking, in 2011 Prime, if the rookie was at Premier Day, it will be on card. If it's a Hall of Famer, a veteran, or a rookie that wasn't at Premier Day, it will be on a sticker in this set. Greg Jennings to $4.99 Packers. D'Angelo Williams, $4.99 Panthers. Randy Moss to $99 for the Vikings. And for the Colts, numbered to 50, we have a little Austin Collie. Another Greg Jennings to $4.99 for the Packers. Charlie Trippy to $4.99 for the Cardinals. The Bus, Jerome Bettis to $25 for my Pittsburgh Steelers. And our last hit's that's a cool little hit for the Vikings. Christian Ponder to $199. It's on card. I know. I guess it's really kind of, maybe not totally cool because, well, it is Christian Ponder, but it's cool because we don't pull it out of here very often, and it's cool because it's on card. So there you go. Before we recap, we have this yet to look up. Rookie Signature Gold RPS. Our card number is 255. I'm going to bring you along with me. We're going to buzz over here to the Panini website. We'll pull up their checklist, find out where that goes. If you didn't know this already, Panini keeps all of their checklists back to 2009 on their website, and it is super handy. So it is nice to be able to go back and look things up without having to go through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, All right, we are looking for Rookie Signature Gold RPS right there. Card number 255 is Shane Vereen for the Patriots. And that will be numbered to 49 if they still have it. So again, if they don't have it, in other words, if you have not seen the card after you put the redemption in, a couple months go by, you haven't gotten anything, then I would say start trying to track somebody down. Use Facebook, use Twitter, just go to all the Panini accounts till you find a live person that responds and says, yes, I will help you. All right, so let's recap 2011 Prime Signatures. We have the Rookie Signature Gold RPS redemption for the Patriots, $249. The Christian Ponder on card to $199 for the Vikings. Austin Collie to 50. That one's a sticker for the Colts. Laquan Williams to 199 for the Ravens. That one is a sticker. And Russ Grimm to 49 for the Redskins. Also a sticker. And of course, for those of you who might be new to the break, I normally only recap the hits. We don't go back through and recap all the numbered stuff and something like that because, you know, all the cards are numbered in there. So we typically only do the autograph hits and a recap for 2011 Prime signatures. That is going to bring us up to our main event tonight, which is a full case of 2018 Luminance football. And let me get our spreadsheet rolling. And of course, Luminance, it's a paid shipping break, so it has a slightly different shipping schedule. I'm anticipating Wednesday for it to get out the door. If I can get it to you faster than that, I absolutely will do so. And I think everybody in here is going to pull a card. A lot of cards, or a reasonable amount of cards in this break, so I think everyone should pull something. We shouldn't have to worry about anybody getting completely skunked in here. So 2018 Luminance football, 12 boxes makes up a full case. This is break number 2. This just came out on Friday. We opened the first case on Friday, and of course we're getting ready to open one right now. We had some good luck on Friday too. Pulled some nice draft day signatures of a lot of our kind of high profile players. In general, they say that the draft day signatures are falling every other box, you know, Panini, on average. But that's pretty much the experience we had in the first case. They did actually fall every other box. Well, when we counted them up at the end of the break, I should say. Opening live, it wasn't always every other box. But there ended up being 6 in total. That's what I'm trying to convey. I'm not doing a very good job getting it out tonight, am I? I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, and Luminance went very low tonight. I was super surprised at how inexpensively all the teams went. I definitely subsidized this break a little bit. I definitely kicked in a few $100s on this one because there is no way I was even close to break even on it. But you know what? That's all right. We're going to pull some good hits and it's going to be fun no matter. So we've got 4 packs in each box, as you see. We have 10 cards per pack. Generally speaking, we're going to find, I believe it is 3 in 1. Let me double check that. Yeah, 3 autographs, 1 memorabilia card per box on average. I can tell you from the first case, there were a couple of times our hits were replaced with rewards points cards. If that happens tonight, then of course the rewards point card will be distributed using random.org at the end of the break. This is what the base cards look like. They have silver writing. There are also some that are gold, like this one, but the gold ones are not numbered. So they are kind of a parallel, but they are an unnumbered parallel. Then there are other colors that are numbered. So we're starting off here with Auden Tate. And Auden Tate is numbered to 99. If you don't know this already, the majority of our rookies are going to look like this. So they're going to be shown in their college uniform. They're going to have their college team name on there. And of course, they're going to go to the team that they're with currently, which he is a Bengal. Unless, you know, for some reason somebody's undrafted or something like that. But Josh Allen for the Cowboys on a dynamic insert. Again, that's the gold version, but there is no numbering on the gold. I do realize that some of those were upside down. That is because Panini changes the direction of the cards about 800 times a pack. Roquan Smith next out for the Bears, numbered to 249. And if somebody is bothered by the fact that we look at some of the base upside down, just jump into chat and let me know, and I'll flip them all for you. That won't be a problem. But in the absence of anybody caring about it, we're going to keep doing it like that. Bo Scarborough for the Cowboys. The blue ones are numbered to 99. So every time we find the royal blue, expect it to be to 99. Kalen Ballage or Ballage. I don't know if it's Ballage or Ballage. Anyway, it's a draft day signature, which is the awesome hits that are on card in here. And he is a Miami Dolphin. Cam Newton flash insert for the Panthers. We'll find a handful of the flash inserts as well. Oh, look at that. Daggone it. I stacked our base right on top of the hits. What did I do that for? The Jags have our relic, and it is Leonard Fournette. Jerry Rice and the 49ers. That's in the gold parallel. And that is box 1. I like Luminance. I mean, I like the fact that the cards are a little more unusual, both in the photography and the coloring that they use. I kind of think it's a cool product. I really like the draft day signatures. The on-card draft day is pretty nice. And it has the potential for some good relics. We haven't hit anything. I mean, we did hit one out of the first case numbered to 25, I think it was. But we haven't hit any that are the laundry tag or the Nike swoosh or anything like that yet. But they are for sure in the product, because they have them all over the marketing materials to let us know that. John Kelly and the Rams. Josh Adams. Josh is numbered to 249. Is he an Eagle? Oh, let me look. I think I have Josh written down. Yeah. Originally undrafted and then signed with the Eagles. So somewhere along the way, he'll have some base cards in here. And, of course, the base cards will say Eagles. But because I don't have one of those right in my hand, it was easier just to look it up. Make sure we know what I'm talking about there. Logan Woodside. Logan is a Cincinnati Bengal, I believe. That is numbered to 75. And I will double check on Logan. Yeah, Bengals. Okay. Most of these that are in this product, the vast majority of these are people that we've probably seen by now in several of the other early season products. They're kind of starting to narrow down their checklist, if you will. That is numbered to 99 for the Cleveland Browns and Tyrod Taylor. Oh, here comes Josh Rosen, baby. Arizona Cardinals. Little imperfection maybe in the upper corner, nothing too extreme. And Josh is numbered to 125. And he was in the last case too. I think he was. Or was that in Classics? I don't know. I think we have found him recently anyway. Along with Mason Rudolph and some of the other QBs have been showing up reasonably well in the Panini preseason stuff. For the Giants, our relic is Lawrence Taylor, and that's a nice looking relic to 25. I always like when we get more than one color. So a little LT to 25 for the Giants. The other thing that I think is kind of cool about these cards is, you have the image on the back, kind of more in, well, that was a bad example, because, but in more of a traditional color, and then kind of the muted color on the front, the same image. I don't know. I just think they're cool. I like them. You never kind of know with some of these new products until you get them in your hand, and then you can decide better. Elements, I guess, is the next new product that we have coming. And it again looks to be nice. Of course, what really makes it nice is when we get the good hits. I think we all like the products a whole lot more when we get awesome hits. We're like, yeah. If you don't get awesome hits, no matter how cool the cards are, it's like, I don't know about this. For the Vikings, there's Cameron Petway on the gold parallel. Sam Hubbard. Sam is maybe a bingle as well. Not just a 249. And let me grab my handy little cheat sheet here where I wrote down the ones that I have to double check on. Yep, he's a bingle, so we're good there. Darius Geis, of course, is a Redskin on that insert. Josh Jackson. And Josh Jackson, oh boy, Justin is a Charger. Josh is what? To 249. Is he a Bronco? Packer. Joshua Jackson is a Packer. I always have to stop and think about them because it is both Joshua and Justin. Andrew Luck, the man who's still not throwing a football, numbered to 99 for the Colts. And we're about to make the Buffalo Bills happy because look who we have. Mr. Josh Allen on a nice on-card draft day autograph there. So nice hit for the Bills. You know what? Let's separate out. I'm going to set our draft days in their own little pile. So we can kind of, at a glance, we can tell who's come out for those. Flash insert for Zeke. Relic is for the Seahawks. Earl Thomas, who's not showing up for camp, huh? He's not even going to show up for the mandatory stuff, he says. He wants a new contract. So he's going to be like Le'Veon Bell. He's just going to stay home. Steve Largent. Seahawks in the gold parallel. Yeah, Le'Veon Bell's too busy off cutting rap albums and rap singles to show up and do his work. And listen, I'm a Steelers fan, right? So it's kind of like how other people, like you can smack talk your friends and family, but you don't want other people to smack talk your friends and family. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about the Steelers, right? Like, if you're a Steelers fan, you can smack talk them. If you're not, it's like, hey now. But anyway, I think everybody who is a Steelers fan at this point, I think we could all agree, like, either just pay Le'Veon Bell so that he shows up, or just cut him loose and move on. That's all I'm saying. Got James Conner and Jalen Samuels, and they'll just have to do if it comes down to it. Naheem Hines for the Colts. Trey Quinn. Trey is numbered to 249, and I can absolutely never remember where this guy goes, ever. And I pull him fairly often. Redskins. One of these days I'll retain it. Josh Gordon. But you know, I mean, I know all these guys kind of have to hold out to get their money, and they should be paid what they're worth. But at the same time, don't you just think, man, if somebody paid me 1/10 of what you're getting paid, like, I would show up. Here's Ballage again, or Ballage, whichever way you say it. It's numbered to 25, and it is another hit out for the Dolphins. Gold parallel of Randy Moss and the Vikings. We have a blue Sam Darnold for the Jets, numbered to 99. Darius Geis comes out for the Redskins. Darius is numbered to 99 as well. I don't know why I guess I must have laid my sleeves down there upside down, right? That would explain why they would be coming out upside down. Sony Michel insert. Patriots drafted Sony Michel. Here is Tremaine Edmonds for the Buffalo Bills, numbered to 25. And another Buffalo Bills hit coming right behind it, Andre Reed relic. Nice little Josh Rosen with the gold parallel there. So we're not quite to our halfway point yet. Billy Price for the Bengals, gold parallel. Here comes Trey Quinn again. And this Trey Quinn is numbered to 249. I just looked him up and he was a Redskin, right? Did I retain it this time? Maybe? I still don't feel certain. I still feel like I'm going to have to look. Yes, it is a Redskin. I did manage to retain it finally, at least once. Sam Darnold insert for the Jets. Kelvin Benjamin, gold. Oh my gosh, who did the sorting for this? Okay, here's Kalen again. Like, this is the third one. That's numbered to 99. And that, you know what, that's just a little bit crazy. Why have we pulled the same guy 3 times out of the same case? I mean, if you're the Dolphins, you're happy, but if you're everybody else, it's kind of like, what's going on? Calvin Ridley, gold parallel. A blue parallel, Devin Funchess and the Panthers, numbered to 99. Hey, hey, Mason Rudolph. Yeah, for my Steelers. Numbered to 199. And you know they are still maintaining, the Steelers, that they're going to cut either Mason or Josh Dobbs and leave Landry Jones as the first backup. I just think that is so silly. I don't even know why they would do that. Well, first of all, you know they're not going to cut Mason Rudolph because they're just not. Spent too high of a draft pick on him, and they have too many expectations for him. So they're basically just telling Josh Dobbs, hey, you're hit the bricks. You're going to be on the practice squad or gone. Numbered to 99, Jerome Baker. But it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just bugging me because Landry, you know, he's only got 1 season left on his contract. Andre Reed relic again for the Bills. And he's highly paid. We know what his ceiling is. We've already seen it. There's not, I don't think there's hidden upside that we haven't yet seen. And why? So why? Why would you keep him? You got both Josh Dobbs and Mason Rudolph under team control for several more years at a good price. Probably either one of them could step in and do the same thing Landry Jones could do. I don't know. But anyway, that's what they're saying. But I bet you if they waive Josh Dobbs, somebody will jump in and grab him. Probably be the flipping Patriots just to kind of be like, F you, you know what I mean? Like they did with James Harrison. So one of our hits has been replaced with 150 points reward card. I'm going to set it right there to remind me that at the end of the break, we're going to use random.org to give that bad boy away. Zach Ertz, numbered to 25. I don't really know. That's blue, but I don't know what shade of blue that is. Maybe Carolina blue, but Anyway, different from our other blue. Ito Smith draft day autograph. Ito was originally undrafted, and where did Ito end up going? Ito ended up going to the Falcons. A nice little Big Ben on the portraits insert. And for the Chargers, Melvin Gordon /99 blue parallel. Our relic Kansas City Chiefs with Kareem Hunt. It's going to be interesting to see how the Chiefs do with their new situation. Chiefs and Vikings both. I mean, the quarterback changes and things. It'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. Nice little Baker Mayfield insert for the Browns. And how much are we all looking forward to Hard Knocks because it's going to be the Browns? Like, so much. So much. Jaylen Samuels got a little imperfection there on both of your upper corners. Jaylen Samuels, of course, goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that one is numbered to 299. I normally don't even really watch Hard Knocks that much, but I just have to watch this one. I think that obviously that's what HBO's, you know, that's what HBO's counting on, that we're all going to be like, ooh, yeah. Well, partially because, you know, the team has been, let's face it, a little bit of a train wreck the last couple of years. They've won 1 game in 2 seasons, so that's not great. So there's that. But I think the most interesting part is just going to be the Baker Mayfield factor. Because if there's one thing we can say about Baker Mayfield, it is that he's a very emotional player. And he definitely tends to wear his emotions on his sleeve. So I can't imagine that we won't have at least a couple of interesting Baker Mayfield moments in Hard Knocks. I think we will. Sony Michel insert for the Patriots with the gold parallel. Marcus Ball. Marcus is numbered 299. And I do not know where Marcus goes. Let me see if I have him written down. He is a Raider. Marcus goes to the Raiders. A nice little Ray Lewis for the Ravens, followed by Bruce Smith and the Bills. It's kind of cool to pull the little flashbacks with the sepia colors. Deshaun Hamilton. And Deshaun Hamilton is numbered to 249. And survey says Deshaun Hamilton goes to the Broncos. That was a Family Feud reference if you didn't get that. Happened to think about that. That's just some of the, yes, if you're younger, you might not get that reference. Although I guess, is it still on? Is the Family Feud still airing somewhere? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Darius Geis, numbered 225, Redskins. All right, Jaleel Scott is up next. He is a Raven. Had to look that up. Another one of our nice little draft day on-card autographs. Royce Freeman insert. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, Kareem Hunt. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Whoever handled getting the hits randomized in this case did a terrible job. Whoever at Panini was in charge of that was awful with this case. I mean, that is back-to-back Kareem Hunts. Before that, we had back-to-back relics for Andre Reed and the Bills. We pulled Kalen out for the Dolphins 3 different times already. But I mean, back-to-back. Kareem Hunt and back-to-back Andre Reed relics. Of course, I was making this same complaint the other night, and what was it? Was it in one of the, I think it was in one of the Topps products, one of the baseball, must have been in Finest. There was something else, so within the last couple of days, it was very similar, where we just kept pulling the same stuff. And then there'll be other cases where it's all sorted beautifully. And then you get cases like this, where there's so many duplicates, you just kind of want to pull your hair out. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, if you have one of the teams that's hitting the duplicates, you're probably happy. DJ Moore. Tarvarius McFadden, numbered, excuse me, numbered to 249. And that is a 49er for Tarvarius McFadden. Le'Veon Bell, speaking of. Oh, here's a nice little Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley's going to be good. I hope so anyway. Numbered to 199, Calvin Ridley, drafted by the Falcons. Maurice Hurst and the Raiders, numbered to 99. Sony Michel comes out for the Patriots. Sony is numbered to 25. But you know, we're almost to the NBA draft. What is it, like another week or 10 days? And then we'll have all of our, we've already looked at those, we'll have all of our drafts done for the year. Tennessee Titans, Marcus Mariota is our relic. All right, we have 4 boxes left. 8 down, 4 to go. And then, of course, remember we have the 1 reward point. So far, we have 1 that will be awarded using random.org at the end of the break. So one of our hits got replaced. For the Giants, we have an Evan Ingram relic. I hope Evan Ingram comes back good this year. I really kind of thought Evan Ingram would be better last year than he kind of ended up being. But sometimes the first year, sometimes that transition is the roughest. That's numbered to 99. Jarvis Landry. And the Saints are coming out with an Alvin Kamara relic and signature. Oh, nice. Numbered to 49. That's a nice hit for the Saints. Haven't found a ton of veteran players in there, so especially not one on a relic as well. So excellent hit for the Saints. Congrats on that one. But you know who we need to find? Barkley. Where are all my Barkleys? In Elite Draft Picks, I pulled Barkley a couple of times out of the case, like easily. I thought, oh yeah, he's going to be easy to find this year, but then he didn't come out of Classics, not in an autograph, and you know he needs to start showing up. Simi Cobbs Jr. Simi is a Redskin, numbered to 225. I think originally undrafted and then signed with the Redskins, if memory serves. Little Jerry Rice throwback for the Niners. And you know who else we need to find? Lamar Jackson, he's live in this product. And so is Shaquem Griffin, both live in this product. We need to find both of them, too. Hines, numbered to 99. And Naheem, we just saw him a second ago, a Colt. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think it's at the end of this month when Elite comes out. When we kind of get out of... I mean, they're technically obviously still preseason because we're still in June when it comes out. But once we get to Elite, I somehow kind of consider that to be the start of the regular football card season, if you will. I know that sounds silly. It's just my own little weirdness, I guess. Austin Allen. Austin is numbered to 99. And I don't remember Austin Allen, like, at all. I don't even have a guess on Austin Allen. And I don't know if I have him written down either. Oh, I do. Originally undrafted, then Buccaneers. So, signed as a free agent with Tampa Bay. Jordan Lasley, numbered to 249. Man, I tell you, the first case I knew most of the ones we pulled out, and everybody we're pulling out tonight, I'm having to stop and look up. That is the Ravens. Antonio Brown for the Steelers on the dynamic insert. That is numbered to 99 for the Broncos with Trey Marshall. Oh, how about it? Draft day Baker Mayfield. Nice hit for the Browns. Congrats, Browns, on your Baker Mayfield on-card autograph. His signature is very small. So normally with athletes and celebrities and things, their signatures, it seems like, are pretty big. I guess, you got to have a pretty good amount of confidence to do what those guys do. But Baker Mayfield's is really, really small. For the 49ers, a little Ronnie Lott vintage relic. The first few times I saw Baker's signature and saw that it was small, I originally thought, oh, maybe it's just, he's trying to keep it where it would fit on a sticker or something. But then even his on-card stuff is a little small. So that's just the way he signs it. All right, next to last box. Amari Cooper and the Raiders. There's Hines again. Hines numbered 299. Matt Stafford Portraits insert. Golden Tate numbered to 25. Auden Tate, sorry. I said, sorry. I just saw Tate, I guess, and you automatically think Golden Tate. I kind of forget that we've got Auden Tate these days. Darius Geis for the Redskins, numbered to 299. Looks like we've got another Giants relic coming our way. And it is, what a surprise, Evan Ingram again. Absolutely shocked that we pulled another duplicate of something. Come on, Panini, what are you doing to us? Oh, I guess the moral of the story is once a case starts out that way, it's going to keep going that way. There's another Semi Cobbs for the Redskins. It's 225 on that one. And we definitely did not have this level of duplicates out of the first case. So I don't know what's going on with this one. I mean, we may have had some, but I don't think it was to this extent. All right, last box mojo. If we have not pulled what or who, what team or which player you are looking for, let's hope we find them now. Jalen Samuels in the gold parallel. Kurt Benkert. Kurt was originally undrafted, and where did Kurt go? Falcons, right? I better double check that, but I think that's right. Yeah, Falcons. Austin Allen, numbered to 10 for Tampa Bay. Josh Rosen. How about it? Very nice. Josh Rosen draft day for the Cardinals. And that's our second Josh Rosen hit in here, isn't it? Maybe not. The other was Josh Allen, I guess. Yeah, maybe the other was Josh Allen. Well, we're going to recap it in a minute. We'll find out. But anyway, nice hit for the Cardinals. Had we looked at... See, I got distracted. I distracted myself with Josh Rosen. Now I need to make sure we looked at these because I'm not sure we did. No, maybe we had not. So I'm glad I picked them back up. Let's try this one more time. Ray McLeod. Ray was for sure undrafted, numbered to 75. Well, I say for sure undrafted. Oh, I'm wrong. He was drafted by the Bills. He was not for sure undrafted. He for sure was drafted by the Buffalo Bills. Jamal Adams to 99 for the Jets. Next out, Jags, Leonard Fournette relic. Aaron Donald portraits. And that has our case wrapped up. Now, we have actually one thing to do before we recap. And that is to use random.org to award the 150 rewards point card there. All right, let's get that done. I'm going to bring you along with me here. And it's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to cut and paste the teams. Actually, I'm going to copy the teams from the spreadsheet. We will paste them into random.org. I will hit random just one time because we got, 32 teams. I don't think we need to do it multiple times with that many teams. Whoever comes out, whatever team is in the number one position after we complete the random process here, will take home that 150 reward point card. Reward points card. Yeah, I'll get it out in a minute. Here we go. It is the Atlanta Falcons, and I'll just scroll down to show you there's our date and time stamp and all that jazz. Atlanta Falcons, our winner. So I will now recap what we've pulled in this break, and at the conclusion of that, I will put up all the spreadsheet information again with shipping and such in case someone missed it the first time, just to be on the safe side. All right, so anything you see here in blue will be numbered to 99. When it is red, it is to 10. When it is this other shade of blue, it is to 25. So that's 99, 99, 99, 25, 99, 25, 99, 99, 25, 99, 99, 99, and 99. So that takes care of our numbered non-hit cards, if you will. The relics: Leonard Fournette, Jags; Evan Ingram, Giants; Ronnie Lott, 49ers; Evan Ingram, Giants; Marcus Mariota, Titans; Kareem Hunt, Chiefs; Kareem Hunt, Chiefs; Andre Reed, Bills; Andre Reed, Bills; Earl Thomas, Seahawks. Nice little LT for the Giants, numbered to 25. Nice little 3-color relic on that one. And then another Fournette for the Jags. So that is all of our relics. 150 rewards points. It replaced one of our hits. I used random.org to award it, and it was given to the Falcons. And of course, we've already read off all the numbering and teams and whatnot for these, so I'm not going to go through that a second time. We're just going to buzz through them here to give you another look at it in case you jumped in late and didn't see it earlier. Oh, there is the other Josh Rosen. We did have two. They were just on different card sets. Oh, goodness. Sorry, Darius Geis went right out of my hand. But it doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear, thank goodness, between the sleeve and the mat. Everything. He didn't do anything really but kind of slide off. But still, obviously not the intent. But he looks no worse for the wear, fortunately. Numbered to 49, there's Alvin Kamara with that nice relic. And we have our draft day signatures left to take a look at. Josh Rosen, nice hit for the Cardinals. The Baker Mayfield, nice hit for the Browns. Jaleel Scott, which was that Ravens, right? I had to look that up. I think that's Ravens. Ito Smith. Think he was a Falcon. I better check that one again. Was Ito a Falcon? Yeah. Ballage, whichever, for the Dolphins. And then Josh Allen for the Bills. So both Rosen and Allen and Baker Mayfield came out. So pretty nice for our draft day on-card autos. And as expected, we did end up with 6. So it did end up working out to be every other box. So yay, Panini, got it right. So once again, let me put up our spreadsheet information for those of you who might have joined late, missed it earlier, whatever the case might be. There's your info about your anticipated shipping date for our various breaks tonight. And of course, the information there about consolation cards applies to the earlier breaks. Doesn't really come into play too much for this break because I think every team will definitely have pulled a card or two in this most recent break. And then, of course, the upcoming stuff. If you missed it earlier, we will be opening lots more of Luminance in the days ahead. We're going to be opening some more cases of Finest Baseball. Series 2, Top Series 2 Baseball comes out on Wednesday. We're going to start busting into that as well on Wednesday night. So we're going to have a busy week ahead between Finest and Luminance and Series 2. And, of course, always mixing in lots of memorabilia and some 1- and 2-box breaks and half cases and things along the way as well. So that's it for me tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate having you bid and break and chat and hang out with me. And we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Until then, I hope you have a good start to your work week tomorrow, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye now.